There is a moment just before everything changes, when the soul trembles, not from fear but from recognition. You felt something stirring beneath the surface, a quiet intensity rising behind your thoughts. This is not coincidence. This is not luck. This is resonance. You asked the universe for a sign, and the reply came wrapped in frequency, wrapped in stillness, wrapped in this moment. The screen you're watching is now a mirror for your inner shift. You're no longer searching. You're awakening. Somewhere inside you, a deeper intelligence remembers how to receive. Not from striving or forcing, but from opening. A part of you already knows that wealth is not waiting in the distance. It's pressing at the edge of your field, waiting for your vibration to rise and meet it. That part of you is what brought you here. And now, with sacred precision, the universe has responded. This is not a message filled with hope. This is a transmission filled with power. The kind of power that doesn't scream. It hums. It vibrates. It lands like a soft wind that moves everything. You've been led to this exact moment not to hear something new, but to remember what you already knew. That the wealth you seek is not locked away. It's not behind a door someone else holds the key to. It's in you. Beneath the stories, beneath the fear, beneath the waiting. You are not here to learn how to manifest. You are here to allow what's already yours to come forth. This message is not about changing your life. It's about revealing the version of you who already lives the life you desire. Feel this. Your next level of abundance does not require proof. It requires permission. Not from others. From your own soul. It requires surrender to the truth that you are already vibrating in the same frequency as the wealth you asked for. The delay wasn't denial, it was divine timing. The moment your readiness met the signal, this was bound to happen. This video is not just content. It's a portal. One you opened when you said, even silently, "Show me the way." And now the way has arrived. In this very second, energy is shifting. The invisible is moving. Not because of what you've done, but because of what you're finally allowing. The wealth you've imagined isn't being built. It's being remembered. You are reconnecting with the you who already lives it, breathes it, feels safe in it. That part of you has always been real. You've just been tuning into noise. But now you've changed the frequency. There are moments when words go deeper than the mind. They land in the body, in the cells, in the space between your breaths. Let this moment be one of them. Let the sound of this voice be less about listening and more about activating. You don't need to get it all with your brain. You just need to feel where the current is guiding you. You just need to breathe and stay here. There's something waiting for you beyond the next few minutes, and you're already on the path toward it. This is the moment when you stop asking, "Is it real?" and start saying, "This is mine." Not out of desperation, but out of knowing. Because the universe has no resistance to your wealth. Only you do. And that resistance? It's dissolving. Right here. Right now. All that's left is the yes. The yes that lives in your breath, in your body, in the stillness behind your eyes. And as we begin, let that yes grow. The message didn't whisper. It roared. Quietly. Powerfully. And you heard it. There is something sacred about your presence here. In a world that rushes and forgets, you paused. You chose to receive instead of chase. And in that small, powerful decision, you opened a vibrational door that most never even see. What you're watching now isn't a video in the ordinary sense. It's a signal. A frequency wrapped in words designed not to entertain, but to realign. Every second you stay here is an invitation to return to the truth of who you are, and what you're already ready for. The universe doesn't wait for you to be perfect. It waits for you to be present. Right now, as these words meet you, your nervous system is already responding. Your energy field is listening more closely than your thoughts. There's a quiet harmony beginning to emerge between your desire for wealth and your readiness to receive it. That harmony is not built by logic. It's built by willingness. Willingness to stay, to soften, to allow. To sit in this moment and breathe in its message like air for your soul. You may have felt like you've been asking for too long. Like you've affirmed, visualized, journaled, and nothing came. But you didn't come here by accident. You came here because something is already coming. This is the space between the inhale and the exhale, between asking and receiving. And if you stay, if you allow the rest of this message to unfold within you, a shift will begin. A shift not of effort, but of vibration. Because abundance doesn't respond to effort. It responds to truth. This entire transmission was designed for the version of you that doesn't need convincing. Just reactivating. That version is already close, waiting under the layers of doubt and delay. You don't need to become someone else. You need to remember the one who already lives in complete trust. That's the version the universe recognizes. That's the version who opens the flow of wealth not by wishing harder, but by resonating deeper. And that version is waking up now. So stay. Not out of obligation but out of reverence. Stay because your soul is signaling that what you need isn't in the next video or the next book or the next teacher. It's here. Right now. In the stillness between these words. In the pulse behind the sound. In the rhythm that's calling you home to the deepest truth. You were never disconnected. You were only distracted. And now you're reconnecting. You don't have to do anything to deserve what's coming. You just have to stay in the field of it long enough to receive it. And this message is that field. It was crafted to hold you, to surround you, to vibrate through you as a reminder that wealth is not distant. It's present. If you continue watching, you will not be the same person at the end of this video. Something will soften. Something will unlock. And the signal you've been waiting for will become the signal you are. Let this be your moment of sacred commitment. A decision to stay not just with this message but with yourself. With your desire. With your breath. With the possibility that your time is not coming, it has arrived. Wealth is not far. Wealth is near. Wealth is within. And this message is the doorway. Stay. And allow it in. Wealth is not a number in your account, nor a promotion waiting in the shadows of your career. It is a frequency, a living, breathing signal that pulses through the very fabric of the universe. The quantum field does not operate by rules of luck or linear time. It operates through resonance. And you, whether you realize it yet or not, are a transmitter. Every thought you hold, every belief you cling to, every emotion you allow, they all broadcast a signal. That signal doesn't beg. It instructs. It tells the field what you're ready to receive. In quantum terms, what you focus on becomes real not because it's already there, but because your attention collapses possibility into reality. The observer effect teaches us this. Reality responds to the one who sees. And what you see, truly see with the eyes of your belief, becomes. So if you've been waiting for wealth to appear so you can believe it's coming, you've been operating in reverse. Belief must come first. Observation must be declared in the absence of proof. Because that declaration, that inner seeing, is what crystallizes potential into presence. The frequency of wealth doesn't sound like desperation. It sounds like calm. It doesn't pulse with fear. It pulses with certainty. That's why people who are truly aligned with abundance seem to live in flow. They're not manifesting wealth with force. They're receiving it by default, because their signal is tuned, not chaotic. You can't fake that tuning. You can't trick the universe with empty affirmations layered over panic. What the field responds to is coherence. Harmony between thought, body, and energy. And right now, you're beginning to remember how to tune yourself. You are not a beggar at the door of the universe. You are the door. And your alignment determines what passes through. When you align your frequency with the vibration of wealth, not someday, not when conditions change, but right now, the quantum field reorganizes to match your signal. Opportunities form. Resources appear. People shift. Circumstances bend. But none of that starts out there. It begins in here. In you. That's why this video matters. That's why you were drawn to it. Because your inner field is asking to be recalibrated. Not from logic, not from hustle, but from remembrance. A remembrance that your power never left. That you are not someone trying to reach abundance. You are abundance trying to remember itself. And as you keep receiving this message, the noise of doubt begins to fade, and the signal of truth gets louder. So ask yourself now, not from fear but from stillness, what have you been transmitting? What energy have you been sending out each day? Is it panic or peace? Is it lack or knowing? Because the universe is not ignoring you. It is obeying your signal. It is matching your message. And when your message becomes one of trust, of gratitude, of wholeness, the wealth you've been waiting for stops being a concept. It becomes a mirror. You're not here to chase energy. You're here to become it. Close your eyes gently and without force bring your attention inward. Not to your thoughts but to the stillness beneath them. Take a slow, conscious breath. In through the nose, feeling it fill your belly, and exhale gently through the mouth. Let your shoulders soften, your jaw unclench, and your body melt into this moment. Nothing needs to be fixed right now. Nothing needs to be earned. All that is required is presence. This moment holds the gateway. This breath is the portal. Your mind may still be running, offering doubts or distractions, but those are only echoes. They are not your truth. Let them pass like clouds in the sky. Beneath them is a vastness, an awareness that is untouched by fear or noise. That's the space we're entering now, the place where all alignment begins. Feel the energy in your hands, your feet, your heart. That tingling sensation? That's your awareness waking up. That's your field beginning to respond. You are not a machine, you are not just a thinker. You are a vessel of vibration. Now bring to mind a vision, not of money as paper or digits on a screen, but of yourself already living in wealth. Not just having it, but embodying it. Where do you live? What do your mornings feel like? What choices are no longer ruled by fear? Feel the ease, the dignity, the calm power of knowing you are supported. Let that version of you breathe inside this version. Let them merge. Let them overlap. Because they are not separate. That wealth-aligned you is not in the future. They are simply unblocked, and you are unblocking now. Notice what begins to shift in your body as you hold that vision. Your breath becomes slower. Your heart steadier. Your energy clearer. This is not imagination. This is activation. When your body, mind, and spirit all agree, when they move as one, the quantum field listens. You are broadcasting from clarity now. You are not begging for wealth. You are aligning with the version of you who already lives in it. And that shift, right here, right now, is not small. It is everything. The old frequency, the one driven by stress, worry, proving, pushing, it dissolves in the light of this alignment. And the new frequency, the one tuned to receptivity, trust, and presence, becomes your default. Keep breathing here. You are training your nervous system to recognize safety. You are reminding your subconscious that peace is allowed. That wealth does not come from tension, but from trust. Every cell is listening. Every breath is anchoring. And your energy is aligning. You don't need to understand every detail. You don't need to force results. You only need to remain here, present, honest, and open. Wealth is not waiting for perfection. It is waiting for readiness. And readiness is what you are cultivating right now, not with effort, but with surrender. This is your center. This is your signal. This is your alignment. There is a moment, quiet but undeniable, when the energy shifts. When the asking stops being a question and becomes a knowing. That moment is now. And the code that unlocks this next level of wealth in your field is not a number, a ritual, or a secret passed down in books. It's a choice. A deeply felt, vibrationally embodied choice to trust what you've already asked for, as if it were already yours. Because in the quantum field, it is. Here's what most never realize. It's not the intensity of your desire that creates. It's the stability of your signal. You can ask 1,000 times, but if your energy continues to pulse with fear, unworthiness, or lack, you collapse timelines that match those frequencies. But when you stabilize in certainty, when your thoughts, emotions, and nervous system agree with the statement, "It is done," then and only then does the universe begin folding itself around that truth. Manifestation is not chasing. It is collapsing all contradiction into alignment. So what is the affirmation? What is the code? It is simple, but it must be felt. I am already the one who has received. Not, I will have. Not, I am trying. But, I am already the one who has received. Say it in your mind. Whisper it to your breath. Let your body feel what that means. This is the point of contact between your future self and your current self. The frequency bridge that makes them one. And you only need to cross it with your being, not your logic. You may be tempted to ask, but when will it arrive? How will it happen? That's not your task. That's not your role in this sacred process. The universe handles how. You handle vibration. And your vibration is strongest not when you control or demand, but when you live as if the wealth is already surrounding you, as if your path is already aligned, as if the doors are already opening, not to impress the universe, but because this is your truth. The signal of receiving cannot be faked. It must be lived. The most powerful souls do not announce what they are attracting. They radiate it silently. They walk as if the answer has already been whispered into their bones. They carry a kind of calm certainty that rearranges space around them. That is your practice now. To walk, speak, breathe, rest, and decide from this place, I am already the one who has received. Everything in your field begins listening. Reality begins echoing. Your world begins shifting, not from force but from coherence. This is the code. This is the moment. This is the frequency that unlocks flow. And every time you remember it, speak it, live it, you close the gap. You stop waiting and start embodying. Because you are not preparing to become worthy of wealth, you are remembering that you already were. Now that the code has been revealed, you are no longer waiting for wealth to arrive. You are remembering that it already exists, within you, around you, through you. And the way we deepen this alignment is not through force, but through frequency. Your words, when spoken from the soul, become magnetic fields. They send signals into the quantum. They vibrate with certainty or they tremble with doubt. Today, your voice becomes your gateway. Begin by breathing gently, as if your breath were the wind carrying each affirmation into the ethers. Slow down. Feel the air fill your body, and let your exhale release the old versions of you that believed wealth was far away. Let's begin and repeat after me, not with pressure but with presence. I am already aligned with abundance. I do not chase wealth, I attract it effortlessly. My energy is clear, calm, and receptive. Money flows to me in ways I can see, and ways I cannot yet understand. I am worthy of every blessing that is already forming in my field. I release the need to control and I surrender to divine timing. My frequency is the doorway, and I am fully open. I receive with ease, gratitude, and deep peace. The wealth I've imagined is now imagining me back. I am the embodiment of silent, sovereign, sacred prosperity. Don't just say the words. Let them melt into your nervous system. Let each phrase carve a new groove in your mind, your breath, your perception. These affirmations are not empty mantras, they are tuning forks. They bring you into resonance with the timeline that already holds your abundance. Each repetition clears static. Each repetition strengthens signal. Each repetition builds momentum. You are not affirming to beg the universe. You are affirming to remind yourself who you are. A soul encoded with wealth, not by effort but by essence. These words are the return to center, the recalibration of identity, the language of creation. Speak them slowly. Let their vibration echo in your chest, your belly, your bones. Let them become the rhythm of your day, the undercurrent of your thoughts, the pulse behind your choices. If you feel resistance, that is natural. That is the friction between old programming and new alignment. Breathe through it. Repeat again. And know that every cell in your body is listening. Every ounce of energy in your field is recalibrating. Every whisper of doubt is being replaced by the roar of remembrance. You were never separate from the flow, only disconnected from the signal. Let these affirmations be your return. Let them be your recalibration. Let them be the tone that reintroduces you to the version of yourself that no longer needs to seek, because you are already found. Speak once more. I am already the one who has received. You are not becoming abundant. You already are. The unfolding is not ahead of you. It is happening now, in this moment, as you breathe, as you listen, as your field responds. The codes have been activated. The affirmations have been imprinted. The energy has shifted. And whether you feel it as a subtle calm in your chest, a warmth in your palms, or a stillness behind your eyes, know this: something within you has opened. The transformation is not something to wait for. It is alive. It is breathing. It is you. There is no need to prove anything to the universe. You don't have to justify your readiness or beg for confirmation. You've already shown up. You've listened. You've aligned. And the universe responds not to noise but to coherence, to clarity, to trust. Your declaration is not a plea, it is a statement of truth. So declare it now, not with tension but with knowing. The wealth I have called in is already arriving. The version of me who receives is already present. I am no longer preparing, I am receiving. Let your soul speak these words as if they were etched in light across your timeline. There is no effort needed when alignment is true. No resistance when your energy is open. This is not about deserving in the way the world has taught you. This is about matching. Resonance. Frequency. Your wealth is not a prize. It is a mirror. And the clearer you become, the closer it reflects. Notice what has shifted already. Your breath has changed. Your heart feels more at ease. The world may look the same, but the codes behind it have rearranged. From this moment forward, your field broadcasts a new signal. One of openness, of trust, of silent power. You are no longer moving from lack, but from wholeness. No longer chasing, but calling. No longer doubting, but declaring. If any part of you still wonders, still hopes, still waits, let it rest. Let it be held by the part of you that already knows. Because knowing is louder than needing. And trust is more magnetic than urgency. You don't need to figure out how. The universe already knows. You just need to remain in the state of yes. Yes to flow. Yes to ease. Yes to becoming the vessel through which wealth arrives, naturally, continuously, quietly. This is not hype. This is not fantasy. This is not escape. This is the deepest truth of your being. You were born connected. You were born ready. And every experience that made you forget has now served to make this remembering unshakable. Your signal is clear. Your field is lit. Your alignment is active. Abundance is not coming. It's already here, and it knows your name.